What is going on, guys? Sean Don coming back at you with a technical analysis. Here we have Austin Jochum of the good old University of St. Thomas in Minneapolis. Somebody I knew from my couple of years I spent up there. Here he's throwing hammer in a meet. I'm not sure what meet or how far it went exactly, but yeah. Without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, not bad. One more time for the kids. Okay, first glance, I'm a fan of the orbit. Ball doesn't get, maybe now the second turn just a little bit, but for the most part, you don't see the orbit shorten at all on the left side, which means that you are working around your left side axis. Your left side axis being your shoulder, hip, knee, ankle in each turn, which is good. It's efficient. It's like one of the main things for being efficient in the hammer throw is working around that left side axis each turn. So good job there, Austin. But let's dig deeper and see what I can find wrong. So checking out the winds, first glance, I definitely like the second wind more than I like the first wind. I think the first wind is a little right-sided too much, and it's a little steep. And then I would say, yeah. So in this first wind, I would say let the ball come a little bit more left, and let your hands come a little bit more left before reaching back. Start setting up that wind to fit that second wind a little better. I really think if you just made your second wind, or your first wind look a little bit more like your second wind, a little flatter, a little bit more left, a little bit bigger of a radius of the ball, I think that would smooth things out just a bit and smooth out the acceleration pattern of the ball before the entry. And then in the second wind, I really like this. I think you'd be able to set this up pretty solid, and it's very good. I think one thing here is that right elbow is down a little bit. I mean, you enter pretty flat. You don't really got to worry about the ball dropping and crashing on you. But with that right arm being bent for so long and so long and so long and so long, it doesn't really straighten out until about there. That means you're really not going to connect with the ball until it's, already past you in this first turn. And obviously that's not ideal. That you want to be connected with the ball as early as possible. So that's not to say that you need to wind with a straight right arm, because that'd be kind of impossible. But the sooner you can get that right arm straightened out, so like you could be in this position right here. If you just straighten that right arm out, ball would come forward a little bit more, and you'd be hooked up right about there. But the problem is this left shoulder, and your kind of left side, your head is leading just a little bit, and this right arm is so bent, so you don't connect with it, like I said, until about there. And you can even see in this entry, your left side kind of goes backwards just a hair. So if I put my mouse right at your shoulder and then go a couple frames forward, you can see there's a shift back of about maybe a foot. I mean, that's obviously going to happen but I mean, like this left leg being bent is pretty good. But you can see, once again, this left side turns and turns and turns and turns, and then this right side doesn't do much work until the left side is pretty much opened up completely. So you can see here this left side's pointed to what looks like about 90 degrees, while the right side is still pointed back at 0, and ideally this should be pointed to 90 degrees as well, in addition to the ball. So you can definitely connect better right off the entry. That would definitely make things easier. Here, coming through the first turn, really good up and over A skip. I like that. Posture is pretty solid. Level shoulders, level hips. You can see, so you get this. Yeah, okay. Catch pretty early. Like I said, real solid posture here. Shoulders underneath hips. Very good. Ball's in a great spot. Let's see how you work out of this. Coming through, put that left heel down. And you can even see right here your left shoulder is higher than your right. That's a sign that you're dragging in a little bit tight up in that left shoulder, that your left side's doing a little bit more work. You can see as ball comes through, more shifting back just a little bit in the shoulder, not much. It's kind of hard to do when you're sitting under the heel into the second turn. You're a little bit away from it. I'd like to see your shoulders a little bit more forward here. Once again, a little bit more level. You just got a little slight lean going on. I think if you were more patient through this turn, this transition from the toe to the heel is so huge, and it's so hard to do because it just takes so much patience to do it appropriately. Whereas you can see, you get to about there, and then you want to start going. So your left side pulls, and then you shift back just a little bit. And because you do want to go earlier than the ball, whereas I'd say you don't really want to think about entering into your next turn until the ball gets about there. You can see that you don't quite work the ball long enough, and so you got to kind of step around just a little bit. So definitely just stay super patient through that second turn. Work that right side into the left. Think about turning that right knee or that right hip into the left knee and left hip. Let the ball come with. That would definitely make that transition a lot better. But even still, this turn, this catch and this turn's pretty solid. Once again, shoulders over the hips, and then working through. You can see the same thing. Your right foot doesn't move pretty much for 6-7 frames. So as soon as it comes down, right foot stays there, and it's still there, and it's still there, and it's still there, and then it finally starts moving a little bit. But during all that time, it's your left side that's doing all the work, or trying to do all the work at least. So you see that left side closing and closing and closing until the heel gets down, and the right side works into it. You can see this left shoulder starts to come up more, right shoulder down more, right arm bent. And you can see here, once again, like I said, you just need to stay a little bit more patient in that second turn. And I think you can see your left foot start to get farther and farther over here, while your right foot pretty much stays in almost the same place. So like I said, the orbit indicates that you got around your left side axis each turn, but you definitely don't make it easy on yourself with this sort of wide base. Yeah, it's not ideal. But I mean, like, you work the crap out of the ball to get it around there, because I don't think I'd be able to do that. So props to you, working it around. But yeah, just a little bit wide there. I think if you could narrow up that stance, I think that comes back to catching earlier and letting the ball do more of the work. Catching 3. Posture's still solid. Shoulders over hips. I think that's also why you get the ball back out left each turn, because you posture on the catch is very good. But you can still see, once again, right foot pretty much does nothing on the catch. Stays still, like literally dead still for almost an entire quadrant of the ball moving. You can still see this kind of wider, almost looks like you could be like playing golf or swinging a baseball bat. But you see that left side leading, that right arm bent again. I know that's, I've said before, it's one of your big problems, but and then once again catch on 4. So once again, you do a great job of working the ball around that left side axis despite having this very wide base. But you're working around, very good A-skip position. Posture, once again, solid, shoulders over hips, level shoulders and level hips. And you come down, boom, put that foot down, solid position again. Working around that left side axis, bud, you're killing it there. It's very good job. And you can see you work through, bent leg finish. All you people out there watching this, take notes. Bent leg finish, he doesn't stand up prematurely. Really works that ball. And now you can see the right side start to work a little bit. A little hesitation after the catch. But you can see that right side turning into that left. And then this lift, the aggressive lift. Pretty solid. I mean, overall, Austin, I mean, a pretty good athlete, so you do a good job of working this throw. When it comes down to it, like I said, I think if you flatten out that first wind a little bit, it'll smooth out, you know, the entry just a bit, and maybe it'll help you stay a little bit more patient in that entry. And then outside of that, just being more patient. So I mean, like, you can obviously see you let the ball pass a decent job, but you got to connect earlier. You got to connect earlier in the winds, and by connect earlier, I mean with the right and left side, not just the left side, because clearly, you know, your left side's pretty connected, and I think if you got that right side to do a little bit more work, to work that right side, that right foot, that right knee, that right hip, that right hand, whatever it is, if you got that to work better, I think it would balance out your throw a lot. You can see it's very left-sided. Pull, 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 lift. Yeah, where it should be push, 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 push. So yeah, I think, yeah, just once more going over all of it, it's pretty much just staying more connected, connecting earlier, and then staying patient, and letting the ball pass each turn. I think that's all it is. The biggest thing for you, I think, is going to be letting that ball pass more in the entry and getting connected earlier, and then this second turn, this transition from the toe to the heel, is going to be huge. If you can stay patient and work that right side into the left right here, that's going to be a game changer, and then it'll set 3 and 4 up so much better. You can see this foot, that left leg gets super wide, and that's just kind of a sign of, you know, impatience and that left side doing all the work. I've had quite a few throws like that myself, so I know how you feel. But yeah, no, keep killing it. I hope you crush it this year. If you'll win yourself a Division III title, that'd be pretty kick-ass, wouldn't it? Yeah, so thanks for tuning in, guys. If you would like a technical analysis of your own, just hit me up, email me, go to my website. I don't really care. Yeah, and it's championship season. Get around to it. Make those final technical changes to make all the difference, because, you know, that's how it totally works. Yeah, alright, so thanks for watching, Sean Don. Until next time, peace out.